morning, teacher. I gonna talk about class 1. In lesson plan 1, the topic was present perfect tense in affirmative, negative, and interrogative form. This was thought for first baccalaureate students. The proficiency level of this class was elementary A2 2. In this class, TEFL objectives were raised, which I tried to work on strengthening listening, reading, speaking, and writing. Okay, um, these skills are very important to improve in a class. So the methods are I used were communicative language teaching and audiolingual method. I think it's very important to learn the present perfect tense topic, starting with the difference between regular and irregular verbs. Verbs are very important part of sentences. So once the verbs have been learned, the students can learn to structure a sentence correctly. Uh, Within the structure of sentences in present perfect tense, it is also important to differentiate singular and plural and auxiliary verbs, for example, has and have. Uh, these auxiliary verbs were were employed in this class. I think these are quite useful aspects that I took into account for the development of this plan. The verbs were shown on a poster to be used later. Well, students have to use two verbs to create a sentence and a dialogue in pairs. In these types of activities, a student can use their creativity to create more sentences and create a more complete and coherent dialogue. Another additional material that I considered important for this class was an audio. In this audio, a student can listen to various conversations, and they must repeat them, these audios. So these exercise are very important to improve many skills of communication, for example, reading and listening.
Present perfect. When do we use the present perfect? 1.
To describe an experience.
I have traveled the world. James has met the president. I have never been to space. Two.
To describe a change over a period of time.
House prices have increased a lot. Andrew has grown since the last time I saw him. This restaurant has become very popular.
The structuring of writing sentences is very useful to understand how this topic works. I think it is also important to hear sentences in English by native speakers familiarize students with the topic. Once learned, all students can work alone in structuring affirmative negative sentence questions and short answers. In this activity, students can do just one example. A feature that I always include in these plans is to briefly summarize the topic learned and talk about the most common mistakes that occurred in class. Also, consider sharing some tips for mastering this topic with the students. Students may also be able to complete a short task to reinforce their grammar. Um, Besides, a student can give an opinion in class about what future uh, we can improve, or maybe some materials that we can use in a new class. So that is very important that students can give opinions of their their education. In this class, we can evaluate the structuring of the sentences, the participation of all the students, and we can analyze the correct development of their skills. Although some skills are more elaborate than others, for example, writing, writing, we have to have students who use the English language more and less Spanish. Uh, with this, we can accustom the students that in the English class there is no Spanish. It is important to feedback on some occasions after each activity. However, the summary and a deeper feedback can be done at the end of the class. This topic was analyzed for its use in the English language. The present perfect tense has several situations in which we can use it. I think an important aspect is teaching students by mentioning why they learn a topic. All knowledge has objectives, and that is what I want to transmit when I teach a class. I consider that these tools used are easily accessible. Uh, Therefore, it doesn't take many resources to work with these materials. I hope this video has been useful. Thank you so much.